Alright, I want to make a quick video about dopamine. So this is basically how you feel during your everyday moments. If your dopamine's high, you feel good. If your dopamine's low, you feel bad. If it's in the middle, you kind of feel like neutral, just normal, right? Most people are super confused about dopamine. They just do not understand how this works at all. And people are just like actually brain dead about it. So the reason you feel bad most of the time will be explained in this video. First of all, we have to understand the first point of this is we have to understand that you have like a baseline of dopamine. So it's just your baseline happiness. And this is affected by things like sleep. If you sleep, you have good sleep, your baseline will go up. If you have a good diet, your baseline will go up. If you do like all the healthy things, like all the good stuff, right? The more healthy you are, the higher your baseline will be. So let's say this is your baseline. I'm just gonna keep it we're gonna keep it here. Let's say it's you, right? And your sleep's a little shit, so it's like there, and your diet's a little shit, so it's like there. Okay, great. This is like the average person. Now, we have, the second thing we have to understand is that there's spikes and then there's troughs. So a spike is like you feel good, and then a trough happens afterwards. Every spike has an equal and opposite trough. So I'm gonna go play Mario Kart because that sounds super fun. Oh, let's go. Mario Kart, Mario Kart, Mario Kart. Spike, trough, and then the baseline goes down a little bit after, but you don't focus on that. So most people live their life in pursuit of the spikes, right? Especially in the modern era because there's so many things that can spike your dopamine now. Instagram, TikTok, like Pornhub, whatever. It all like spikes your dopamine, okay? So, and then our brain basically is fixated on this. It's like always trying to take you to that, right? The issue is what I just said, and it's something that it's hard to wrap your head around, but literally every spike, I'm not saying to like not do spikes or something, but just like every spike has an equal and opposite like decrease, right? So let's say you do cocaine because you're like an actual dumbass, right? You get a huge spike and then a huge trough. Okay, so now we're in a trough. Let's say it doesn't have to be that. Let's say you're just having a bad day, you feel kind of depressed, or you're just in like a bad mental state for like 30 minutes, right? You're in a little trough because you did something fun before or whatever, for any reason. Or even it could be that your baseline's low and so you're just kind of sad anyways. So let's say you're here and this is like the trough. So you're like there, maybe you're at the bottom and you're coming like slightly back up, okay? You can there's 3 ways to get out of this. So the first one is you just wait. Like you just wait. So it'll come back up slowly. An hour later, you're back to normal, okay? Or you can, basically you can make the trough worse. So it's this. You can do something you don't want to do. So you can take a cold shower. You can meditate. You can do your chores or something like that. And it'll go worse. It'll get worse. And your body's like, oh fuck, we're going worse. Because your body's trying to maintain homeostasis, right? So then it'll be like, oh shit, we're going down. So it'll try to bring you back up to baseline. So it's quicker. It like makes it, used to be like that, now it's like that. But it felt worse for a second, right? The third thing you do, which is what most people do, is you're in the trough and you want to feel better immediately. So you make another spike. So you're down in the trough, you make another spike, and then what? You get a bigger trough. Another spike, bigger trough. So then you're fucked, because then you're like addicted, and then that's done for, because it's over. That's the thing to be mindful of and pay attention to, so you don't just like constantly get in this spiral of depression. Now that we understand that, the way you get out of it and be happy, which is a nice thing, if you can like do that, that'd be cool. The first thing is just to increase your baseline in general. So be healthier, do all the habits, meditate, gratitude, all that stuff. Like pretty self-explanatory. You understand what it is you need to do, just do that. And then the next thing is stop chasing like so many highs. Like, like the Buddhist philosophy is like, you're supposed to stay in the center. Not too many highs, not too many low points. It's kind of like that. So maybe don't spend 6 hours on TikTok. Does that make sense? Okay. And then if you stop one of these things, so let's say you stop watching TikTok, then it'll take about 2 to 4 weeks for your baseline to come back to normal. And because every time you do it like a spike, the baseline goes down, right? Then you'll feel normal and better without it. And then you can like choose which activities you want to get the spikes from. It should be like an 80-20 rule thing, at least in my opinion, which is you choose the things, because it's like you could do the full Buddhist philosophy thing where you're just like always there, but then it's just like, I don't know, and maybe that's better, I'm not sure, but it's just like, it just seems kind of lame. Like, you want to have some cool things, at least personally, but maybe you could choose the ones that give you like the most fulfillment and enjoyment in life instead of spending 6 hours on TikTok or watching like the Hub for 12 hours in a row. You can probably use some common sense to figure out which ones would be good and which ones would be like a negative thing for you. So yeah, you choose those things and try to get rid of the worst ones. Now, another point which I can give you like as another bonus thing I've learned about is if you can be in a present state of mind, in like a flow state, or be very present and not distracted when you're doing something, that's the happiest you'll be. It's kind of like not intuitive. Sometimes you would think that maybe the time you're happiest isn't during this, like when you're super present doing a task. You might not think it's that, like it doesn't really seem like that, but it is. They've done studies and stuff. So for example, it's when you have no thoughts in your brain. So like when I just recorded this video, I just like had the thought to record the video, and then for the past like 5 minutes I've had no thoughts in my brain. So it's a flow state. So it's like a happy thing. Does that make sense? You want to do more of those things. And if you meditate, it's easier to do that. It's also easier to be present in general. And then the less you like distract yourself with your phone, the easier that is also. So like basically my phone, I don't have like notifications that always like dinging me and stuff like that. So I'm not distracted by it. Yeah. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them on the comments. And other than that, hope you have a good one. Peace.